Thank you for watching my channel. Please subscribe and like. Now back to the news. He starred in the 1990 smash Cry Baby, but Johnny Depp's die-hard supporters are accusing his ex-wife Amber Heard of being the one acting out an exaggerated emotional display. Depp's fans have been flooding social media, accusing Heard of being a bad actress and fake crying following her testimony at their blockbuster defamation trial this week. Heard, 36, spent 2 days detailing Depp's alleged abuse, saying her former spouse, 58, slapped her across the face and conducted a cavity search, reportedly believing she had hidden his cocaine in her vagina. The Aquaman actress was often emotional as she answered questions about her turbulent marriage. Many viewers watching the televised trial became convinced of her authenticity and started trending on Twitter Thursday afternoon. But Depp supporters have slammed the starlet on Twitter and TikTok, claiming she was faking her testimony because she failed to produce a single tear. Heard's representative told the Post he was unable to comment directly on the social media smears. "OMG, I'm dying. Amber Heard is the worst actor ever," popular producer Andy Signer tweeted out to his 45,700 followers. "This fake incoherent performance is sickening, all over the place, too many details, fake sighs, forced tears and looks to the jury. This is an embarrassment to survivors everywhere. I watched a little of the Amber Heard testimony today. How does someone cry without tears? Is it a medical condition? Whenever I cry or see someone else crying, it's a real mess that requires multiple tissues, if not a small mop," poet Joseph Massey posted. Another accused Heard of putting on the performance of her life. Meanwhile, on TikTok, videos accusing Heard of faking her cringe testimony have racked up millions of likes. Videos with the hashtag #JusticeForJohnny have been viewed a staggering 8.3 billion times. One viral video, which shows Heard breaking down on the stand, was accompanied by a voiceover of Kim Kardashian, saying, "This is so cringe. Guilty." It garnered more than 5.2 million likes. Elsewhere, aspiring actress Meredith Bull created a clip that clocked more than 201,200 likes, saying she was skeptical of Heard's testimony as a fellow thespian. "What I saw today was massive performance to the jury," Bull declared, adding that she felt Heard was trying to make eye contact with each juror. "I don't know about you, but any time that I recall trauma I am not trying to see if every person is trying to make eye contact with me," she continued. "If anything, I'm probably shying away from eye contact because it's such a vulnerable personal moment, especially with what she was talking about, which was abuse and domestic violence, and all sorts of crazy stuff." However, one body language expert doesn't necessarily agree with Bull's take, saying Heard would likely be avoiding eye contact as she was faking her testimony. The expert also alleged that the fact the actress apparently did not always produce tears does not imply dishonesty. The cameras made it hard to pick out if tears had formed in her eyes, or if her eyes had reddened. This, like everything, is a complicated point, expert Judy James told the Daily Mail. When guilty people perform tears, they often try to hide their dry eyes, poking them with fingers, squeezing them shut tight, or prodding them with a handkerchief, James continued. When they do cry for real, the streaming tears are often prompted by self-pity. Amber's seem to be truncated, but is that acting or bad acting, or the innocent complex response of someone with mixed emotions? The body language expert added that Heard's eye contact with the jury could actually be a sign of her transparency and authenticity. The jury also get to see her eyes, and eyes tend to be considered one of the most revealing body parts in terms of inner feelings and emotions, James stated. "We tend to trust people more when we can see their eye expression, so this gesture could suggest she has nothing to hide," she went on. It is, of course, in visual contrast to her ex-husband at the same time, who sits hunched with his eyes hidden by tinted glasses, gazing down and writing or just communicating with his team. Meanwhile, both Depp and Heard's reps fired off at each other in statements released on Friday. Also, Johnny Depp slams Amber Heard's testimony as a performance. She responds as Mr. Depp's counsel correctly predicted in their opening statements last month. Ms. Heard did indeed deliver the performance of her life in her direct examination, a spokesperson for Depp said. The truth is the same no matter the environment in which it has been presented." Meanwhile, Heard's rep responded directly, stating, "As evidenced by the statement just released, Mr. Depp's defamation claim is falling apart so rapidly that his counsel are turning from prosecutor to persecutor. They boast that Mr. Depp's story has not changed," they witheringly continued. "If so, since he lost the domestic violence restraining order and he resoundingly lost the libel case in the UK, perhaps he should consider a new strategy, rather than the recycled approach of attacking the victim and refusing to take responsibility for his own conduct." Depp is suing Heard for defamation over a 2018 Washington Post op-ed that the Aquaman star wrote, in which she said she was a victim of sexual violence. She did not specifically name Depp in the article, but it was written after Heard filed for a restraining order against her ex-husband in 2016 over abuse allegations. Depp is seeking $50 million in damages. Heard has filed a $100 million countersuit.